All right. No watch tonight. We got dirty at work today. I got beat up today at work. So we're going to go with no watch today. I've got to clean that thing. But what we're going to be looking at today is the Wick'd Remix and Sturdy collab. See if I can get that a better. There you go. Now, I picked this up secondhand. It came in a bundle that I purchased off of the Book of Faces. But we're going to break it down, tear it down, and since it's been a long week, I had to go through and clean this lovely thing, my work mod. This is the Ceto 2. This thing I have found has been a trooper. I have dropped it. I have banged it. I've got it filthy. But yet, it still does exactly what it's supposed to do. Now, with that being said, we are going to break this down. I'm going to give you all the pieces that I got with it and what's supposed to come with it. And then we're going to take and we're going to put a wonderful, wonderful coil set in there. And then it has been a really good week. It really has. Because on the Book of Faces, I'm part of a group, and that group does certain things. And, well, I won. And I will break down what I won, so you get a 2-in-1 on this one, because I'm going to choose what flavor I'm going to run for the week. Now, we have lots of choices. I'm going to zoom out here for a second. Hello. Hope I can fit them all in there. I can with room to spare, so let's slide it over. We have a full lineup of the Twisted Timmy Coils juice line. Well, of the 3 lines that he runs. We have, well, the 2 lines that he runs, I apologize, but you have the test results and you have the cream. But first we have, let's see if you can read that. Which one is this one? This is the cappuccino cream. We have the strawberry cream. We have the original cream. Then we have Gulf Breeze, which is a unique and mysterious and exotic blend of exotic fruit. Then we have Fresh Batch, which is freshly baked sugar graham cookies with strawberry puree icing. Then we have, what do we have here? Paradigm Shift. Paragram Shift. But anyway, it's a caramel funnel cake with toasted marshmallow cream. That's interesting. Then we have Event Horizon, which is gourmet cannoli drizzled with blackberry jam. Then we have Nana's House, which is sweet banana pudding sprinkled with vanilla wafers. Sacred Seal, creamy peanut butter milkshake with Dolce de leche sauce. and you have 21 grams, which is golden graham cereal splashed with honey and milk. Now, I know that the strawberry cream is really good because that's what I've been running for the past 2 weeks. But yeah, go check them out. Not only do they have this, plenty of others, but you also get where 90% of my coils come from. And a little bit of the beep boop on the internet, on the intro web, will get you where you need to go. So, I'm kind of torn between the Sacred Seal. Well, I'll put these up, and then I'll tell you which ones that I'm kind of leaning towards. And I will make a decision by the end of it. All right. I am thinking either the, what is this? This is the cappuccino cream, or the Sacred Seal, or I'm kind of strawberried out for this week because I've been doing the strawberry cream for the past 2 weeks. So we will do Nana's House. And I'll make that decision by the end of the video. But that's enough of that. That's enough playing around. Let's get back to this. This is the Wick'd Remix and Sturdy Manufacturing collab. This thing is, well, it's just like your regular Wick'd. Two-post design. Really nice. It's got a really tall chamber in there. Really tall chamber. But you can only run it one way. It won't let you go the other way. You have to run it the correct way. But for now, we're going to leave this on. Now, like I said, I picked this up off of the Book of Faces in one of the mini groups that I am in. And, well, I'll show you everything I got with it. Yep, that's it. Okay. Alright, so this is what I got with mine. That's it. I got RBA and the airflow pins. And just like every other clone in the world, none of them are labeled. So, I went through, did a little digging, found out where it came from, and I got some information for you. This clone is made by Wrecker Vape, and it is the, well, Wick'd Remix'd Sturdy collaboration. It comes with 7 airflow pins. You get the 1.2 for mouth to lung. You get the 2, which I have in here, the 2.5, the 3, the 3.5, the 4, and the 4.5 for all of your direct lung or restricted direct lungs. It weighs 15 grams, and you can get it in, looks like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colors. You can get it in the silver. You can get it in the rose gold. You can get it in the regular gold. You can get it in black. and you can get it in bronze. And those should show up here if I did it correctly. Probably didn't, but hey, I'll get this editing stuff down one day. But it is standard size for any RBA. Let's see, what can we compare it against? The only thing that's comparable that I know of is we'll compare it to the Steam Shell. How about that? That's about the only one that's got the same width on it. So, yeah. Alright, so this is a Steam Shell. This is the Wick'd Remix. About the same. Same height, same width, same everything. Just the only difference that I've seen is, well, Wick's there, this one wicks from the bottom. So, but I do like this style of wicking and this style of wicking. Not really a fan of the Monarch or the mob style wicking, like through the sides. I'm not really a fan of that. I don't dislike it, but I prefer this better. Oh, God. Gotta trim those. Alright, so put the Steam Shell back. If y'all were wondering, that's just a tackle box that holds it all. It's easier for storage. I can just slide it in the holder and take it out. Pro tip. Alright, so there's that. So let's break it down. Let's put it inside of a P-tank, which it fits rather nicely in, and put it back in our work mod, and we will fill it with, well, it's to be decided, but we're going to break it down, show you all the pieces, and then we're going to put this coil in it. I really should have put these away first, but that's alright. Okay. So let's get started. Put the P-tank over here. Alright. Breaks down just like this. You get the 3 pieces. Now, when you do get it, it'll have this ring around it right here. You just unscrew that, and it accesses your threads for your 510. You also have a taper. I don't know if this is a beauty ring, if you can run it without it. I do not know. It looks like you can, but I'll just continue to run it with mine. That's why you weren't sitting pretty, because your O-ring twisted in it. So, we'll go ahead and do this. Everybody knows how to take your airflow pins out. If not, you just slide it through, unscrew it, and it comes out, and you just screw it back in. There we go. Remember, a little bit of pressure. Don't crank down on it, just a little bit of pressure. Hold it in nice and snug. Look at that. It's a good sized deck. Let's see. I got to get my 2.5. Now, when you get this, yours will come with O-rings, and it'll come with grub screws, and it'll come with one of those little Barbie screwdrivers. I got big, chunky fat fingers, and that doesn't work for me. I tried. You'll look back a couple of videos, and you'll see that I tried to use that little thing. It just doesn't work for me. So I have this wonderful thing from Sir Tools. It's 50-piece multi-kit with all of the, they call it electronic screws, but it's all the precision screwdrivers. just to unscrew that a little bit. Alright, and for installing it, I'm just going to stick it on the base for now. But there's your base. Not a bad looking base. Alright, so let's throw this Hughes Clapton in here. I would have really loved to run my my alien in here, but I am saving that for next week's video for a reason, and I have to re-up on some of these. I think I'm out of my fused. That was my last one. Ugh. I got 2 of the 8.5s left. You're wondering, 2 of my 8.5 left, and ooh, I got my 3mm big boy. There it is. I got 1 of those left, and there it is. The billet box Pacific Alien. And I am saving that for something special, buddy. And let me tell you, when I tell you these things are pretty, like I don't think I could get it close enough to do it justice. They are pretty. But yeah, so we're going to be running the 6 ohm for this one, which is this pretty thing here. And that's what we're going to be putting in this one. And I think that's my 3. That is my 3. Where's my 2.5? Alright. Well, it's not in there, so where did I put it? Alright. Found my 2.5. It was hiding from me. Alright, let's see. Can I get y'all in here closer? Yeah, look at that. Right up in there. Move some of this other junk out of the way so we can see here. We're going to run that about right there. And that's where we're going to run that at. Let's see if I can get y'all down on top of that. Look at that. Look at that. Nope. Back up to normal view. All right, so there's that. Well, we'll take y'all back down to while we're doing our wicking. So this is 2.5. So let's trim our leads. And we can trim them pretty close. I don't know if you can see the distance that sits in between there, like between this, fingers out the way, boy. Between this edge here and that is a good gap. And that cap's not that thick. So it sits in there, and there's a good bit of distance in between there. But I still loosen it up, tuck my wire back in, and tighten it down. And I'll take my 2.5 and I'll re-straighten it. I like it up a little bit off of that bottom. Let's see. I like it about right there. But now that you got your coil set and it's at the height you like, we will take it off of the stand. And for demonstration purposes, I think I can stick it on this. Nope. Well, unfortunately, all of the wads that I have, the 510 doesn't go down far enough. So we're going to throw it on this half-dead mech and just baby pulse it. Speaking of half-dead mech, look at that. Ooh. I don't know if y'all see that logo right there, but if you know, you know. If you know, you know. And before you ask me if it's authentic, yeah, I got the little Jason mask to prove it. But I'm gonna throw it on this half-dead mech that I use when I get home, and we're just gonna tinker a little bit. We're gonna bump it, bump it, bump it. Ooh, look at that. We're basically just gonna walk it until the heat goes all the way through it. And then we'll rake. And then we'll rake. And we'll pulse. And look at that. Dead center. Just like it's supposed to be, baby. From the inside out. Let's see if I can get y'all down there to see that. Beautiful. No hot spots, no nothing. Beautiful. All right. So let's go back up. I'm running Ambitions. Ooh. Ambitions 2.5. Only because I can open this up, pull the rope out, and literally just snip some off like I did here. Tuck this back in the bag. And I'm good to go. Now I'll take this coil, and I will twist the end of it down. And we'll just slide it through. And now I like to go back and forth a little bit, like an argument, and just until we end up nice and even. Just like that. And then we'll take our scissors, and I like to cut it just a little bit away from that edge and just follow that edge. Just like that. This one's just a little bit away from that edge. Oh, pull it back this way. Argument got one-sided there for a minute. And do the same thing, just run it down the angles. That'll leave you with a nice little point. What I do is I'll take and flare out that point with the end of the scissors. Like that, and I'll brush them up. And there's a reason for the brush up. Flare it out. Brush it up. Now you should have something that looks like a funny looking bow tie. It curls up. Throw all this out of the way. And then what I do, I make sure I'm the right way up. And I'll run it down on top of it. And what that does is that leaves it like this. And then I'll take my scissors and I'll tuck it down just a little bit to get all the way around that wick hole. And I'll do the same thing on both sides. That way the end of those fibers is right there at that wick hole. And everything is covered from here. And on this side, there's no visible light through it. Don't go too far because you'll push it past that hole. And then you'll end up with a flooding situation, and we don't want that. There you go, just like that. And now we're to the point to where I have to make a decision. Let's see. Let's make this decision. Sacred Seal, Cappuccino Cream, or Nana's House. I've had a banana pudding one. I've had a coffee one, but it's been a long time since I've had a coffee one. I have never had a creamy peanut butter milkshake. I think we're going to go with the Sacred Seal on this one. So, we bring back our boy. And what I like to do is, shake it, shaker, shake it up. It even says on there somewhere, I think, shake well, somewhere. Yeah, right there. See? Shake well. So we're gonna shake it. Alright, now it's all mixed up, all aerated and bubbly. What I like to do is, I'll drip some over here. And I'll drip some over here. And then I'll drip right onto the coil. And then we'll pulse. And then we'll drip and pulse. 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 Keep going till everything gets saturated. Ooh, I know what that smell reminds me of now. That smells straight like a Reese's peanut butter cup. There we go. Everything's nice and saturated. Yep. In cotton saturated. Yep, in cotton saturated. Coil saturated. We are good to go now. Oh, that does smell good. Oh, that's going to be a good one. All right. So now we have all of that done. Prep our P tank. P tank. Now remember, this dumb thing can only go on one way. So what I like to do is take it off, set it down, and probably put it on the wrong way anyway. Now, double check, make sure your tank's clear. I just cleaned it before I put it on the vitya. Alright, so what I like to do at that point in time is take this, push it down on it, and we'll use this to unscrew it. How about that? That chimney is affixed to the top of that, by the way. There's no like separation there. That separation is what went into this. Now we put our little butane back on bottom. Yeah, but then we screw on our tank adapter. Something like that right there. Yeah. And now you have to make a decision of which side you want out. No rest for the Wick'd or the sturdy brained panda. I like the panda, so we're going to go with the panda. And it slides in a P tank nice and beautifully. A lot of stick up there. Now, let's see if I get it right the first time. Ooh, look at that. Did I get it? Yes, I did. Look at that. Flat. Alright. So, we know it's supposed to read 0.6. Now, that's on a DNA mod. I know it is because he uses DNA to test it. This is not a DNA mod. This is an SDI 70. So it's going to read different than what it actually is. But every other DNA mod I have, it reads just fine. And as long as I've been using his coils, I have never had a problem. What we're going to do is we're going to stick that on there like that and screw that down. And then let's see. All right. That says we're sitting right about where we need to be. That says 6.5. 0.5 off, but that's probably the chip. So let's pop that tank open. Let's run some of that sacred seal. Problem is I'm going to really fall in love with this, and then I'm going to have to go buy like 20 bottles, and that's going to be a problem. Mm, 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 mm. All right, so let's see. That's rocking pretty high. Let's bring that back down. I like my volts when I hit it to be, woo, not 4.2, baby. We're going to go back down 20. We'll go 22. Yeah, we'll go 3.9. How about that? Y'all like that? I like that. So, oh, that smells like straight Reese's. That is so good. Oh, that is so good. Oh, that is dangerous. Nope, that's not going to hold it. That'll hold it though. Whew, that is dangerous. That is so good. Oh, yeah, that's bad. That's going to be real bad. Okay, so that is the Sturdy Wick'd by, well, Record Vape, because this is the clone. Original was made by, Wick'd. But it's the Wick'd Remix Sturdy collab. Like I said, I picked this up secondhand, and I rather enjoy it. It's been in this mod for about a week now, and I just, flavor's good. It takes a coil really easy to wick. And from what I've read on it, you get a decent amount of airflow pins with it. So, oof. Bump that up. I don't like that. There we go. I like that now. 4.32. That's a max battery. Let's end this out. So we are. Oh, I'm sorry. I got distracted. That stuff's really good. Okay, but that's been the Wick'd Remix Sturdy Manufacturing collab, and well, thank you again for hanging out with the blue collar bastard. Y'all come back and see me next week.